So thank you everyone for agreeing to appear on camera and to let everyone know what your experiences were in taking the course. And I'm just going to ask each of you, I'll start with you, Adrienne, just because I can. Where were you on your healthy eating journey when you started the course?
I was a graduate of your Get Lead for Life.
Yep.
And so that I decided to take on board the cooking course just as a backup to help me move along.
That's great.
Into my plant-based journey.
and how did you find that was a useful help for you in implementing
Absolutely.
what you learned? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Excellent.
It was tenuous for the 6 weeks making those changes, and I didn't want to lose the tools that you'd given me.
Yes.
So I was determined to sign up for the course just to keep myself focused.
Yeah, kind of staying in the groove.
Yeah, I found the 6 weeks very beneficial of the course, especially the group environment. When you're with like-minded people, it's extremely conducive to you staying on board that plant-based journey.
There's a lot of support there that
Very
you get
much
from
so.
the group,
and
isn't
lots
there?
of hints, from everybody, and help, especially different places to eat at, or the co-op or other things like that. So it's really good fun.
Great, glad you've enjoyed it. And how about you, Edwina? Where were you on your healthy eating journey?
I think so. I was a vegetarian for a very long time, but I crave lots of dairy and sweet foods, and so not really knowing how to substitute them, and also not being very skilled at cooking. And I feel like through the course I'm feeling more confident trying out different recipes, and just really the yummy things. I've made, I haven't made these. These are really, really yummy.
As Edwina is going to demonstrate on camera, these are orange goji balls, and that's the 10 seal of approval.
It is. So just to be able to cook things and have them there as a substitute, have them there when I'm craving something. If I'm craving dairy, I go for the dip that we've made. If I'm feeling like I need something sweet, I can have the strawberry yogurt, which I'd already made.
Beautiful.
And learning lots about mushrooms and their how good they are for you. So I think I've learnt a lot.
Terrific. That is great. And how about you, Renee? Where were you when you started?
So, like Edwina, I'd been a vegetarian for a long time as well, a vegan probably for the last few years. It got to the point where I wasn't eating enough variety and needed inspiration. And I'm also a client of Robin's as well. And I found I was just over the moon when I found a vegan naturopath. I just thought that was so exciting.
Rare as hen's teeth.
Yeah, so I kind of booked in the next day to see Robin after finding her, and then was like, yep, I'm definitely doing your cooking class, and it's been so worth it. And it's even sort of filtering into my family as well. My husband started picking up Robin's recipes and cooking, and he's never used a recipe in his life. So
That's great.
Which is great. So I've just gone back to full-time work, and it's fabulous to come home and have a nice, healthy, vegan, tasty meal waiting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Cindy, I think your journey's probably been a little bit different, yeah?
Well, I had no intention of becoming a vegan, and maybe still, maybe not. But I just wanted some really healthy ideas, and I wanted to get rid of carbs, a lot of pastas, rice, potatoes, and see if I could replace those. It's worked fantastically.
That's great.
And hopefully I've lost a little bit of weight, so yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it's much more interesting food than I thought it would be. Much
Yeah, so you had a bit of a stereotype view perhaps of what it would be like,
All
for
salad,
sure.
lettuce, tomato, and that's about it. But
And so how many salads did we have in week 5 that actually included lettuce?
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful salads. Yeah.
Fantastic, that's great. So what would you say has been the most valuable thing that you've learned, or the greatest change that you've experienced as a result of taking the course?
Just how tasty the food really is, and it's the food's beautiful. To eat something fresh, and I feel good about it afterwards too.
Yes, it works on all levels. Yeah, that's great. And how about you, Renee? What's the most valuable thing that you've taken out of doing this?
I really liked how you split. At first I didn't understand the why, but the way you split up, I guess, the main ingredients that you should be making sure that you, in a varied diet. So obviously the greens the first week, and I can't even remember what was second.
Legumes.
And then mushrooms and berries and then salads and the seeds and nuts. And I mean, even the thing from you know, when you're having your green leafy vegetables, to make sure that you have some sort of healthy fat like avocado or nuts, so you absorb the fat soluble phytonutrients. I mean, who knew that? So I guess it's maximising the nutrients that you have in your diet, so that's really important.
Yeah, terrific, great. And Edwina, what would you say is the most important or valuable thing you've learned?
I think for me, in addition to the coming to the cooking classes, is the information you provide on the webinars, and just like a real understanding of how important eating real food is, and going from basics. And so reading that, coming to the cooking classes, and then experiencing my symptoms relieving, like irritable bowel, constipation, I'm not bloated.
It's kind of like
so
the proof
kind
of the pudding.
Yeah, it's all kind of coming together for me.
Super, that's great.
Yeah.
And how about for you, Adrienne? What's the, you know, the biggest take home for you?
I've been able to experiment a bit. So prior to cooking, I probably would have just stuck to whatever the recipe said, and there was one of your recipes where I stepped out and didn't have an ingredient, so I think it might have been one of your tahini sauces, and I threw an orange instead of a lemon. And
Yes.
I find that with the confidence I gained from this, I'm able to do that just a little bit more.
Yeah, so
and
you
not-
can improvise without
Yeah.
having to follow the recipe, which is great, because that's where the
When
magic
you don't have all the
happens.
ingredients, you never get to that point where you have all of the ingredients, so it's like, okay, what do I have? Let me just go for it.
What can I make instead?
And
What
I
can I
won't
use instead?
tarnish the recipe, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's what's really good as well. And I think also, like yourself, I was stuck in the same recipes, and you just realise I cook up now 3 on the weekend, and then I freeze some of them, and then I manoeuvre them around the week and cook some others, and it's so much easier because there's that variety that keeps you going, and you don't wander off into that dark path.
Yes, but because there's no need for doing that if you're actually enjoying the food that you're eating. Is
Correct.
there? Yeah, you
You
sort
know,
of remove that temptation.
Very much so. You're
Super.
not craving. You're not the toxic hunger that we talked about on the
Yeah.
Get Lean for Life.
Yeah.
Those cravings just about disappeared because, which
Wonderful.
is a real plus to me, as you know.
Yeah, totally. I think that's a big message for a lot of people.
And, you know, I can now go up the street and not. I can smell the nice food, but not crave
Yeah.
the nice.
Yeah,
When I say
yeah.
nice food, the food that's being cooked.
Yes.
Food like substance.
Something doesn't qualify as real food.
So it's been great.
Awesome, that's fabulous. And so, do you have a favourite recipe, or you know, a couple of favourites?
I do have a lot
Yep.
of recipes. I found the stir fry was one of my favourites. The loaves, the mushroom loaves,
Yes.
and your soups are very, very good. And the interesting thing is, in winter you can have a hot soup and have one of our packed salads, and it doesn't feel funny because the salad is making you full, and then the soup is keeping you warm.
Yes. So all your boxes are ticked there. Yeah.
When people look at you and go, "You're having a salad," and I go, "Yeah, but I whack into this huge salad and my soup." And the desserts. I'm not a sweet eater, but I have to say that pear dessert.
See if we can get that on camera here. Yes, the pear, the pomegranate poached pear on chocolate macadamia
So
cream.
just to die for. And then these other little goji berries, and,
Yeah,
the cherry
breakfast bars.
great
Yeah.
additions for me who's a walker. Taking my
Yes.
backpack and
Yes.
know I can have a healthy snack that'll give me that energy, but it won't give me those wretched toxic cravings.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, and Edwina, what are your faves?
Well, I'm a big mushroom fan, so the mushroom stroganoff and the mushroom loaf I've made a few times now since I started the course.
Terrific.
And
That's good, isn't it?
I do, yeah, and I do like my sweets. So the one that we made with the apple, I can't remember what it's called. That
It's the
has
appleberry
spinach.
pudding.
Appleberry pudding.
Yeah, blackberry
which
apple pudding.
Which I made and intended for it to last over a week and ate in a day. But I'm learning to.
You ate your greens that day.
Yes. So those would be my favourite recipes.
Terrific. And how about you, Renee?
I love there's probably nothing that I didn't love that you cooked.
Good.
Being that I'm working full time, I really like things that are quick and easy. So the seed patties, which we had today, I've actually made them pre this course, and I just find them amazing. Throw everything into the blender, whiz it, and then spoon them out and into the oven. So for me, perfect.
No fuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eggplant hummus was amazing and really, and that's, I guess all of your recipes are just really easy and quick, and that's I guess that's the benefit of it, because it's you can come home from work and have something on the table within about 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, and that's the only way
You've got
that can
hungry
really be
children, right? And a
sustainable.
husband.
And how about you, Cindy? What were your favourite
I'm a
recipes?
bit like Renee. But for a start, I like the really quick and easy because I work as well. But I love that. I really like the coleslaw
Close up on the
too.
pear.
Yeah,
Close up on the pear.
The coleslaw was beautiful. I love the hummus and I love the mushroom loaf.
Yeah.
And they're also easy and so filling.
And the
Yes.
kids
So
The
like
filling.
quinoa
Oh,
one.
the quick,
That's my
yes,
next best
yeah,
favourite, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're all of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Terrific. That's great. And is there anything you'd like to add? Any final words?
Get on the course. Do
Yeah.
yourself a favour and come and learn. And if you haven't got a Thermomix, Robin's very happy to adapt with other kind of blenders. So
Totally,
don't use
yeah.
that as an excuse.
Thermomix not required.
No, not
Oh,
at all.
Adrienne, I'm going to be mean and put you on the spot. Do you want to share what you said, what you told everyone at the start
Yeah.
of the course, what your centimetre loss has been since you...
24.8 since I started. So I measured myself in February before we started, and then I came and did the Get Lean for Life in April.
Yeah.
During that, that was 6 weeks, and I'd lost 17.5 centimetres, so bust,
Wow.
waist and hips.
Wow.
And then in between that time, I was injured, my foot was injured, and I was really worried that I would put on weight. But I didn't. I just maintained the principles that I'd learned, and this coming to this course really, really helped. So I'll get upset soon. So it was, I measured myself
Beautiful.
today to let Robin know, and yeah, 24.
That's great.
So,
Yeah, fantastic. Congratulations.
And thank you, all the people here were very helpful, and you, Robin, you're just wonderful. So she's a great support, because she's been through it herself. So who better
Yeah.
to teach us? I think.
It's my pleasure to pass on what I've learned, for sure. All right, thank you all for being on the course. It's been a joy to have you in, and I look forward to sharing some more great food with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.